All right, so we are outside for this one, man. It's Friday. It's nice out. I'm excited now. This video is actually a direct result of the fans. So I told you guys, if you run up my last video, which is an Ukiora video, to 250 likes, I'll drop Too Strong for Death Battle, Lucifer Morningstar. You guys hit the like button. You guys hit the goal. We're here right now. So let's talk about it. This series, of course, is just characters I personally believe Death Battle either won't touch, or if they attempted to do it, they would not scale it properly because they don't use the proper means to do so. So real quick, before we get into this video, make sure to smash the like button. If you are a fan of Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, comic books, the Percy Jackson verse, any of that, specifically those Bleach, Yu Yu, and Percy, my server is meant for you, and my membership is meant for you if you're a fan of those. Only $5 a month via Cash App. Definitely check it out. Add me on Discord. My tag is in the video description. If you're interested, we could talk about it. I could set it up. We had like 3 or 4 Bleach fans recently join. I'm going to make Bleach specific sections in my server to talk about it, as well as Yu Yu and the Percy Jackson verse. So it's going to be super dope. Check it out. But anyways, the topic of today's video, Lucifer. This, of course, is Lucifer from DC Comics. Why do I think he's someone that is beyond Death Battle? Well, of course, the problem with Death Battle is they haven't really delved into any kind of metas or forms of scaling that appreciates higher tier characters. Higher tier characters are what we would commonly refer to as outerversal, right? Characters that are beyond dimensions completely, should be beyond logic itself. And we had to make a tier of that, or the fans did, in order to kind of demonstrate properly how strong they were. Now, some authors are better than others at expressing these, and Lucifer himself has some pretty damn good scaling. So, of course, Lucifer in DC, right off the bat, one of the first things I think of is the Sandman stories, in which it was established that Lucifer himself is one of the top tiers in DC, even from the consideration of those like the Endless. The Endless are beings that, as long as basically everything exists, like the stories and stuff, they will exist and they'll be there until the end of it. Sandman himself, Morpheus, whatever you want to call him, Dream, he said, you know, there's like Presence, then Lucifer and Michael. Those are the big dogs no one really wants to fight. The reason this is crazy too is it's actually supported later. We've seen Lucifer himself actually tank the full-on destruction of Michael, a self-destruct of his raw power, the demi power. So why is this crazy? First of all, this detonation couldn't even occur in existence. Why? Because the raw power itself is simply too much. It's beyond being contained by existence. That AP, actually, it's simply too much, and when released, would literally destroy creation in DC Comics. Everything within the source wall, the source, like all that would get wiped if Michael had self-destructed there. He had to be taken outside of it, and he detonated, and Lucifer survived this. To couple with this insane feat of surviving that raw power, which is fascinating, by the way, because, you know, one of the few people that's ever considered to truly be a threat to Lucifer is Michael himself at his full power. But we did see Lucifer survive the full power. But anyways, he's actually taken on a crazy presence, helped defeat Presence and put a new presence in place in DC. Absolutely absurd. But it's not outside of the realm of possibility for him to help pull off such a feat. As we know in the comics, we've seen he was given the part of the power of the creator himself, right? The presence himself. That's crazy because any part of it, technically, if used properly, could measure up to and maybe one day even be beyond. Lucifer was given the potential to do so. And at one point in his stories, we actually saw that he himself went outside of the presence plan, his vision, his creation, whatever you want to call it, outside of those parameters and was still able to operate. So we have a high outer versal character, typically portrayed as the ruler of hell, although we know his story is much more complex than that. But yeah, I believe because of his cosmological value in DC, I don't think Death Battle really has the means to properly express how strong he is. I have a horrible feeling that if they used Lucifer, they would either... No, actually, I'm pretty confident they would just put him against someone he would stomp. But the way they would do it, they would heavily downplay him, downgrade him. I'm not sure, but whatever they would do, I just don't trust them scaling it with the way they haven't seemed to go into the higher metas. He's obviously high outer versal, high IQ fighter as well. I mean, one of the greatest tricksters we've ever seen in comics. Obviously makes sense with his role, being the devil and whatnot. But Lucifer Morningstar is a beast. If you want to see him in the like in a versus matchup, let me know. In terms of characters, I have a bunch of them lined up for this series, so smash the like button. We hit over 300 likes on this video. I'll do another 2 strong for Death Battle. Possibly might even use a King verse character. So if you want to see a King verse character come to this series, definitely smash the like button. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think Death Battle would do a good job of using Lucifer Morningstar in a versus battle on their channel? I'm just not sold. I don't think they'd fully break down how strong he is, how fast he is, how durable he is. I don't think they do it properly. And I think it'd be a mess if they brought him on. Now, I did hear a rumor that apparently on a podcast or something, they're talking about potentially getting into higher metas. I don't know if that's true. Let me know in the comment section down below. I don't really watch their stuff, so if they did say that or hint at that, that'd be kind of funny given I just started this series. But yeah, overall, I think Lucifer is an absolute monster, high outer versal. With his hacks and abilities and power, I don't think he's suited for Death Battle as it stands currently. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section down below. We can, of course, have a friendly discussion about it. Consider membership. Check out the coffee shop members in the video description down below. Anyways, it's been your boy, YFE. Shout out to all my villain Tremites. That's the new name for the fan base. I just made a graphic for it as well. Shout out to GB for making it. I'm excited for the future. We're almost at 10K. Let's enjoy the ride, and I will see y'all later. Peace.